Welcome and welcome back. So this is going to be project number 2 out of 20. It's also going to be quite an easy one. And once again, I will put a link to the pattern in the description below. So let's get started. This project is going to be a full fuse as well as a contour fuse. First of all, I want to fuse the bubbles that goes on the Seascape. Those are going to be a full fuse. I'd like to draw my circles onto paper and cut them out, whereafter I stick them onto my glass and then I cut them and grind them to make nice circles. Smaller dots, you can always put 2 squares on top of each other and fuse it like that. These ones are a little bit bigger, so I don't want to take the chance that they don't come out completely round, so I'm doing these little small 2 centimeter ones as well. I'm doing my clear texture for the bottom of the circles. So I do the same with the colored glass, and I'm going to cut them out and grind them nice and smooth, and then they will go into the kiln for a full fuse. Smaller pebbles, not such as this one. This one is quite tiny. I like to take 2 squares and put them crisscross on top of each other for a full fuse. And but sometimes they can come out wrong, like this one came out square. I'll put it here, maybe you can see it. And so what I think I did wrong here was I put a square, and that the other one was more than of a rectangle than a square that I put on it. And also maybe I didn't put it nicely crisscross on top of each other. I've also in the meantime decided on the colors of glass that I'm going to use. At the bottom I'm just going to use some white Frit, and this is white medium number 13. And then I also like these, if you can see them. This is called white opal dark brown 2-color mix extra large Frit. It's 2109. That I also maybe want to place some of that in the bottom, but right at the bottom I'm leaving space open for my stand to go into a slot of a wooden stand. So, and then also I'm going to link all the colors, put them in the description below with the codes. It's all Bullseye Glass once again. And so I've got some turquoise, I've got some sea blue and peacock, and this is like a streaky. It's a dark blue mixed with a turquoise, and then a dark, I think this is a dark royal blue, and then another turquoise. So I'm going to trace all these pieces onto my glass. I'm going to cut the glass like this, so the dots go also on the bottom layer, which is going to be clear texture. So here I have all my cut pieces, and I have the clear texture under the paper. So I'm going to grind all of them so the edges are nice and smooth. Alright, I've cleaned the clear texture. So I've also cut a piece to go on top at the bottom for the stand. So I'm going to clean all my pieces now, and I'm going to use a little bit of super glue, just small drop on each side so they don't move again. I'm just adding some glass tack on here for my white frit. Before I put this one in its window shelf, just a quick one. Somebody asked me in a comment what my native language is, and so that is Afrikaans. I'm South African, and my second language is English, and my third language is Dutch, as my parents were immigrants to South Africa from the Netherlands a couple of years before I was born. So when speaking English, because we learn from a very young age to speak English, I also think in English when I speak English, but I do make mistakes and I do stumble sometimes. Nee man, wat's die woord? I want to say thank you for all the beautiful comments, and if you're going to comment again or make a first comment, please tell me something about yourself. I'd also love to learn more about you. If you didn't see my first video in this 20 project series that I'm doing for all these window shelves, then I'll put a link up here somewhere at the top. At the end of this video, the contour view schedule for this one will be on the screen, and thank you for watching.